Welcome to our daily Forex market analysis, and this is for trading on June the 15th, 2021. Just a quick disclaimer here before we get started. This is for educational purposes only. Trading is a risky business, so please be careful with your money. As usual, we'll start off by taking a look at our calendar here. Actually, I'm on the wrong day, so we are looking at the 15th. All right, so Tuesday, June the 15th here, we have some important data in the middle of the day. Actually, couple of things here. One is the final CPI numbers here for Euro, but important thing here, even though it's not marked as a red news is just considered more important, but this is a market moving news as well. So this is our earnings number, employment data for UK here. If the data comes in as it's expected, so right now they are supposed to be, it's better than the previous one. So that would be good thing. So employment numbers, actually it's declining. So let's see, if the data comes in positive, that would be a good thing. So this is actually looking quite positive. So earnings index is going up. That's a positive sign. If less people are claiming the income support, all of that is good thing. So we'll keep an eye on this positive data. This is kind of like the non-farm payrolls, but for British pound. So it will have an impact on the prices. We'll keep that in mind here. Any kind of positive data will be positive for the British pound here. And then we have Bank of England as well. Bank of England, very important. Again, the focus will be on the commentary, because any tightening of the monetary policy or suggestion that they will be tightening the monetary policy, or they will start to take off some of the support that they have been providing the market, that would be positive for the currency. And then we have US retail sales numbers here, very important. Retail sales numbers, basically, we want the retail sales numbers to be going up, especially now that things are opening up. This will show us how robust the market really is. And if they go up, that will be a good thing, especially for the stock market. We're likely to see a positive response in the stock market as a result of the positive retail numbers. And then industrial production monthly numbers, again, if they are higher than expected, that would be a good thing. Capacity utilization, same thing. But other than that, those are basically the main things to watch out for. Let's go on to our charts here. We'll start off with euro dollar. So we had seen a big drop here on Friday, and now prices into support. So this is where, as we can see, price has reacted at this level several times previously. And here we are again. So there's a bit of a pushback here, but overall here, immediate trend is to the downside. So what I'm looking for here is a bit more of a pullback. We could see price go into 1.2150, and then it may drop from here. So overall trend that I'm watching here will be to the downside here. So right now I'm neutral on this. First, I will wait here. And then once price gets into this level. Now, another thing that could happen is it could turn from 1.2130 into this previous support resistance level. So this is important here as well. As we can see, it reacted several times, and now we could see a similar reaction. However, many times I've seen that it may just go slightly higher and turn from there. So neutral to bearish bias here for euro dollar. Pound dollar here, this one as well prices into the range here. As we can see, it went all the way into the support level, bounced off, neutral candle close, still looking range bound here. So we may see a move higher or all the way into the high as well. So neutral bias, basically looking for a sideways move here for pound dollar here. And then Aussie dollar, similar thing here. Price didn't really move much today. Mondays tend to be quieter days overall. And as we can see here, very, very small moves overall here for all the three crosses that we have looked at so far. So neutral bias here. Now it is into resistance here, and we could see something like this, but it's a neutral candle close. So I'm looking for a sideways move here. We may see a retest of the low, and if it holds above, basically we're going back into the range, potentially towards the top of the range. Now, the only time here it will turn bearish would be once we see a drop through the support level, and then we will look for a push back into the resistance, and then we're looking for a continuation to the downside. But it's not quite ready yet, so this one will have to wait and watch. So all three of them, we just need to hold tight here. But overall, we need to see if can we get that continuation move. So we had a nice bearish close on Friday. Can that momentum carry forward into this week? New Zealand dollar, this one here as well, very, very small candle close. All of these, not much of movement during the day. So looking for a bit of a pullback here into 0.7160 level. If it holds, then we're looking for a continuation to the downside. Otherwise, we are back into 0.7200 level here. So neutral bias here for New Zealand dollar as well. Price is right into support. So I will look for a move higher, slightly higher. Dollar CAD here, this one is back into the range. This one, price has been trading in this range for quite some time. We had a nice bullish candle close, but again, we are right into the resistance. Last time price was here, it bounced off. So now we have seen a small bounce, but we could get a bigger bounce all the way into the support here. So bias is neutral to bearish for dollar CAD. So expecting a range bound move. In this case, the first target would be 1.2120, and then we're looking at 1.2080. So neutral to bearish bias here for dollar CAD. All right, so let's take a look at our commodities, starting off with silver here. Silver was into support or dropped into support, and then we saw that rejection and a move higher. So in this case, neutral bias here. I will look for a further move higher here towards 28 first, and then 28.25, which is the high. And this is where it could turn back around. So basically something like this. So bias is neutral here for silver. Gold here, gold dropped right into the support level here, but it bounced back up. So here looking for a continuation here towards 1877, and then if it drops, we are back down again. So neutral bias here, that's a big rejection. So I'm looking for a bit of a follow through higher. Oil here, oil bullish, and as we can see, price is into resistance, but there's room to the upside. So next target is 72.65. But watch out for the reaction that we are seeing currently at 71.30. But bias here is bullish. Now, the momentum is not there anymore. So as we can see, the candles are getting smaller, which means it's losing momentum. So it could turn. So keep that in mind. But right now, target is 72.50. Copper here, copper is looking neutral. As we can see, price didn't do much. It bounced off of the resistance level. So looking for a move back down here and something like this. So bias here is neutral to bearish here for copper, and target is 4.38. Bitcoin here trying really hard right into resistance. Not a very strong candle close. But it's trying to get through. If it does manage to get through, then we could see a bit of a big move all the way into 46,000. But actually, I should say first target is 44,000, and then it is 46,700. So bias is neutral to bullish. The concern here is that price is right into resistance, and we haven't been able to actually hold above. Price has not been able to hold on the other side of this resistance level. So watch out for that. So neutral to bullish bias. Once it gets through the resistance, then it gets bullish. But until then, we could expect something like that back into the range. So neutral to bullish bias here for Bitcoin, and target is 44,000 and then 46,000. S&P 500, this one's still pushing higher. Very, very small candle closes though, but looking bullish here. So in this case, looking for a further move to the upside, and target is $4,300. So bullish bias here for S&P 500. Nasdaq here, Nasdaq also moved higher, went right through the resistance here. So looking bullish. That's quite a move actually. As we can see, it's blown through the resistance. So now looking for a follow through there. We could get a pullback into this previous support resistance level, and then a further move to the upside. 14,200 is the next target. And then Dow Jones here. Dow Jones not doing a whole lot. It's dropping, but very, very small candle close. So bias is still neutral. Overall, price is trading in this range between 34,800 and 33,575. So with this one, if it does manage to get through, then we'll look for a drop. So bias here is neutral for Dow Jones. DAX here, as we see, price went through the resistance, but it has failed to hold. So this one could come back. In this case, we may just see a turn back down towards support, 15,500. So right now, neutral bias here for DAX. FTSE here, FTSE is looking bullish. It did try to go through the resistance, and now we are back again. So bias is bullish, neutral to bullish here. With this one, what we need to do is look for something like this. If it goes through this level, 71.25, in that case, we would be looking for a drop back down. But until then, it still is maintaining some bullishness. So neutral bias here for FTSE. And last one here, we have Nikkei. Nikkei starting to go through. It did go through the resistance. This one was also stuck sideways for quite some time. So with this here, bias is bullish. And first target here would be 29,500 and then 26,700. So bias here is neutral to bullish. All right, so that's it for today. You guys have a wonderful trading day, and I will be back again tomorrow. Bye for now.